No, Johnny. We talking about Michigan first. You guys are the champs, right? You guys are the champs. Why not? Why not allow you to get first swing at this? So without further ado, the house is now divided. Your boy got the Buckeye jersey on. It's feeling like college football season. You know what I mean? I don't know what that is. I can't read that. I don't know what that says. It's a pretty strange font to me. Anyway, I'm feeling good because the Connor Stallions documentary just came out and college football season is here. You know what I mean? So I'm gonna let the champs start this thing off. You guys got Fresno State this week.
Yes, sir. We got Fresno State coming in this week. What is it? 7:30 on NBC, coming to the big house. Fresno State, everybody kind of has a fear of them, Mountain West team, but they're always seem like they're always pretty good and they'll upset some teams. Last year, what were they? 10-4. Head coach, the interim coach is Tim Skipper. The real head coach is Jeff Tedford. He's taking a leave of absence. So, I mean, we saw how that can be last year with Michigan. That don't mean as much as people make it out to be, but let's see. So last year they had Mikey Keene at quarterback. They had a top 25. They had a top 25 passing offense, giving up like 280, threw for like 280 a game. So he's pretty solid. He had 24 TDs, 2,900 yards. He's a pretty good quarterback. I'm not gonna lie. He's a pretty good quarterback. The running back, he had what's his name? Malik Sherrod, 966 yards, 9 TDs, 5'8", 170. He's like a scat back, you know. So they bring their offense, they bring back a lot of talent, honestly. They do. In the receiver room also, they bring back a lot of talent. The only problem is they're going against Michigan's defense.
Sure.
Dun, dun, dun.
Sure. All right, Mister, you gets nothing. Tell me about this defense. What's it looking like?
Yeah. I mean, Michigan's the real thing, though. You know, you want to see Michigan's defense come out. Of course, stop the run. That's the first thing you have to do with anybody. Stop the run. Make sure they can't run the ball on you and get easy yards. And then that's where the problem comes into play because Michigan's going to stop this run with Kenneth Grant, Mason Graham, Jayshon Barham, Hausman, Derek Moore, you know.
Those are the names. Those are the names
I'm expecting. Stewart, you know what I'm saying?
I should be hearing those names all throughout the game.
You will. Just call. Hold on. Just wait.
I'm just saying.
It's coming. It's coming.
Right. Okay.
But yeah, so it's gonna be hard to run on them boys. And the problem is when you're forced to pass, which they have a good quarterback, but going against Michigan's defense, it's just not going to end well for Mikey Keene. Now, what I will say is it's the first game, so you might see some rust coming out of the secondary, you know, communication, things like that, and also with Wink Martindale. He's new to college, so you might see some early mistakes on the defense and maybe from Coach Martindale. But I think about second quarter, they're going to start to really squeeze the life out of Fresno State's offense, and then second half, you know what happens. You get nothing. You get nothing.
Okay.
You know,
look, I'm excited to see the game. I have a couple questions. I mean, it is Fresno State, so I'm expecting a dub here. You guys got Fresno State even at home, so I'm pretty much expecting a win here. But I guess my question would be, are we concerned at all about what the team is going to look like, considering the fact that they may start overlooking Fresno State and looking into Texas early? Do we have any thoughts about that at all?
Well, I don't see them overlooking Fresno State, mainly because we just saw Georgia Tech, what Georgia Tech did to Florida State.
That's
so
true.
I think everybody's on notice if you got a kind of a lower level team that with some talent, like, okay, we just saw what happened. So let's be focused. But also with Michigan, you had an offseason where everybody's doubting you still because you lost all your NFL talent. You lost Harbaugh, you lost Jesse Minter, so I don't think Michigan's gonna come out looking like that because there's so much doubt and they're ready to prove. A lot of these guys want to prove themselves. Yeah, they might have played a lot of snaps, but a lot of them were backups,
Mm-hmm.
So the real question is, and that's what everybody wants to know, is the quarterback. Who will be the quarterback for Michigan's offense? No, nobody really knows right now. That's the thing about Michigan. You just gotta wait. Nobody will know. But whether it's Orgy or Davis
Jack
Warren,
Tuttle?
because it's gonna be one.
I forgot Davis Warren was
Tuttle's, Tuttle's
forgot about
out.
that.
He's been hurt since like spring, then
really?
fall camp. He came back. So he was hurt for the spring game, came back after spring ball was over, when they were just doing like 7-on-7 and stuff like that. And then he got hurt in fall camp again. He's having some lingering stuff.
Okay. Got you.
So he's out of there. It's Davis Warren and Orgy. I think they want Orgy to take it, but it don't look like looks like it's back and forth right now,
my problem about Alex Orgy, at least as of right now, I think he'll do okay during Fresno State, and he'll probably gain a little confidence in this game, and that's great for him. I guess I just don't know enough about Alex Orgy, being that he's only run 17 snaps last year. Like McCarthy took basically all of the snaps last year, so I guess I don't know about the dog in him when it's going to come to any kind of pressure or adversity. I'm not saying there isn't any. I guess I just don't know for sure. And then they've been pretty quiet about how he's doing with passing the ball. I mean, I know he can run. I know he's a tank, and that feeds to your offense pretty well. But then what happens if you guys are coming back from a deficit? You can't just run the ball the whole time. You're going to have to rely on his arm at some point. So what do these things look like?
But nobody knows.
Yeah, those are my questions for now and during the rest of the season.
That's the problem and that's what's hard about me and a Michigan fan in the offseason, because you get nothing but coach speak and player coach speak. So that's all you get. You get a little bit of intel, but it's not enough to make a real judgment. So we really just have to wait and see on Orgy and Davis Warren, because we haven't seen him much in real-time games. So that's the thing. So I'm expecting them to come out with try to get the offensive line in jail, feed Donovan, feed Khalil Mullins, and whoever the third back is, screens, maybe a jet sweep, out talent Fresno State a little bit, and then get out of there. We just don't want to have this one going late in the third quarter, fourth quarter, all of a sudden, hey, it's 21-14 and early fourth. We got a dog fight here, because some of these dudes, you might not know how they will react.
Absolutely.
They
don't have the experience. The pressure, they don't have the experience. They've never been in that pressure cooker. So what do things look like if they potentially get into a deficit? I mean, exactly. I can even look at Warren and say, I don't know really that much about him either. And quarterback is a position where you got to get those reps in. And so Fresno State is a decent opener, but then the pressure's coming right at week 2. So I can say you guys should be comfortable with this first week and comfortable with probably getting a dub here. But like the next week is the test. And I hope that maybe even not the whole team, but I hope certain players aren't looking towards next week like, okay, this is cool and all, but like we got Quinn Ewers and the Longhorns next week. So
I
don't know, man. We'll see.
You want to get this game, you want to get up, get a lead, and get out healthy and get out. We're on to Texas. You want to handle Fresno State as fast as possible if you can. So that's the thing.
And we might not even see much of we might see Orgy running the ball a little bit, but we might see a lot more of Donovan Edwards. Basically, you guys just need to run the ball, run the clock out, get out of there as quick as you can. Like you said.
Yeah, that's the plan. So, but one last thing, you do want to see some consistency out of somebody, whoever this quarterback is. Somebody and hopefully not have him making mistakes. So now he's second guessing himself because young starters, their confidence is fragile. So
Sure.
you don't want him second guessing himself, doubting himself going into that big game, especially in the front of the home crowd. The Boo Birds. We haven't heard Boo Birds at Michigan in a while for a quarterback. And I'm trying to warn people, Boo Birds are about to come back. When somebody don't play good and nobody's a clear favorite like JJ was, you play bad, you're going to hear them Boo Birds. You're going to hear them.
We've seen the thing happen twice now at Ohio State. CJ Stroud didn't play good in the Minnesota game. It was curtains. It was like, take him out of there. Then Kyle McCord does the same thing. It's like, we want to see Devin Brown. So, y'all are going to have to deal with that, which we'll see whether or not it's a bad thing. Yeah. We'll see if it's a bad thing for you guys, though. It could be a thing where it's just like, okay, we're going to have to deal with that, but we're still winning games like we did with Kyle McCord. So
yeah. You just hope that, the players are prepared for that.
Absolutely. And we'll see about Wink Martindale, but I think he'll be okay too, considering it's his defense.
Yeah. I'm not worried about it.
Defense. So he'll be good.
Yeah, I'm not worried about Wink.
No, neither am I. I think you guys will win. I think you'll walk out with a win. Hopefully it's not a close one, but I don't think you have much to worry about.
Yeah, I'm not too worried.
Yeah, I don't think you have nothing to worry about. Now on to the Ohio State Buckeyes facing my alma mater, Akron Zips. I always think this is so funny because I went to Akron, but every time they play them, I got to rep for the home team. It's just a part of the game.
Part
of the game. You know what I'm saying?
I was
born a Buckeye. Man. It was put in my blood from an early age. You know what I'm saying?
Hold on. So isn't Akron in Ohio? That's Ohio.
Yeah.
You went to Akron.
I went to Akron. I wanted to go. I live in Columbus, so I wanted to go away a little bit. And Akron is about 2 hours. So, I went to Akron. Yeah. So shout out to Akron. I love Akron, but you're going to get this work.
I knew you was a Zip.
I was a Zip for sure.
I knew it.
Go Zips, but go Bucks. You know what I mean? And they going to get this work. It's unfortunate, but hey. I'm actually the only thing I'm really looking forward to for Akron specifically. They've got Ben Finley, who I think just won the quarterback battle out there versus, I think his name is Taj Bullock, but he came from NC State, and I think he went to another school after that. So I'm interested to see what he does. Hopefully he can perform a little bit, kind of like was it DeJuan Finn from Toledo? When he came out to Ohio State and he kind of did some things. I'm thinking nice. Ben Finley can, I'm thinking Ben Finley can look decent at least. I mean, again, he's playing against the boys, so like he's only going to be able to do so much. But I'm excited to see him. Now let's get on to the Buckeyes, though. All right, there's so many things that I can't. I don't even know where to start. I don't know where to start. There's so many things to be excited about, especially on the offensive side. So let's start with the offensive side, shall we?
Let's get into it.
The quarterback battle is already won by Will Howard. Okay. He's a different quarterback than Kyle McCord last year. He clearly took the job. We didn't wait until, game 2, game 3 to decide who the starter was this time. So that means there's a good amount of confidence in this quarterback. He's mobile, and we've got Chip Kelly running things on the offense for us. So I'm thinking things can look pretty good for us. And if there's any game to gain a little bit of confidence on, it's Akron. So I'm excited to see what he can do. I'm excited to see, how things look with his arm. I know he can run the ball, but let's see how things look. He's stepping up from his Kansas State days, and so
where do you
step up?
Where do you see the run pass ratio?
That's a really good question because again, we've got more to talk about. We've got a couple things that we're going to have to see. How does this backfield look with Quinshon Judkins and Travion Henderson, right? We're going to have to do a healthy amount of that to see how that's going to look. But then we've got freshman Jeremiah Smith. We've got previous 1,000-yard receiver Emeka Egbuka. we've got wide receiver phenom Carnell Tate. And then when that's done, we've got Brandon Ennis. We've got tons of receivers.
There's only one ball, Buckeyes.
There is. You're right. You're absolutely right. But however you want it, the run game or the pass game, it's gonna be tough. I'm gonna be honest with you. I think we will be looking to give Will Howard some time to get confident. I don't want to say a true 50-50, at least in the first quarter and a half, but it's probably going to lean. It might lean past, to be honest with you. Because again, I want to see Will Howard get reps. I know what Quinshawn's going to do. I know what Travion's going to do. So I need my quarterback to get those reps to get comfortable. I would like to see more, but Chip Kelly has a tendency to run more. So I can't really tell you where it's going to go. I can't really tell you where it's going to go, but I would lean 50-50, maybe a little closer to pass, hopefully. That's what I would like to see. I don't know what we're going to end up seeing, though.
I know you want to see them receivers. You want to see it getting through over here, over there, down the seam.
The facts.
Y'all are a real team now.
But we also got to see what the offensive line is going to do. You know what I mean? Like there's the left side is straight. Donovan Jackson. Why can't I think of the left tackle's name? The left side is straight. It's the right side where it's like, okay, things might be a little iffy. They named Tegra the starting right guard. I don't know what that right side is going to look like. So I'm not super confident in the line yet. So we'll also have to get some looks at that, right? We'll have to see some pass pro on that. But then the running backs are the running backs. So I mean, I think they're going to give you the leg room, even if the line is iffy. I mean, Quinshawn Judkins spin move is going to break tackles. He's going to be good. Bro, the spin move is lethal. Stop it. Don't do that.
That boy has never did a spin move in his life in his career of the game, and it gave him a magical spin move. I went through that boy highlights.
Is lethal.
Like, where's the spin? I don't see no spins. I want to watch 10 minutes of his highlights.
Look, man, I ran a high-tech simulation before we discussed this game, and I saw it. High-tech simulation. It's called College Football 25. Yeah. He was spinning around on Akron. It was insane. It was everywhere. It was a cyclone.
Now that's a glitch.
That's a fact.
Now that's the glitch of all glitches.
They took out the glitch. They nerfed him a little bit.
Oh, yeah.
So I don't know where it's going.
Good. He ain't that good.
He a dog. Don't do that.
He's a dog. But this is my other question, and this is for the future. To me, this is my opinion. To me, Quinshawn is better than Trey. It's honestly, if I'm looking at it, it's really like Donovan and Blake. Somewhat. You got your bell cow who gets yards, he's money, and then you got a dude that's can take it to the house at any time. You know what I'm saying? One of them is really consistent. The other one, it's big play potential the more carries he gets.
Sure.
So what do you think? Do you want to see,
I think he has the potential to be better than Travion. I think the difference here is Travion has a little bug where he likes to get injured a little bit, and I mean, knock on wood. That's the issue. That's what it really comes down to. Eliminating wear and tear on Travion so that he can last throughout the season. If he can stay healthy, I think depending on how happy Chip gets with the run, they could both get 1,000 yards. Probably not because we like to pass the ball. You know, we Ohio State. But it's possible. It's possible.
What you call
It's possible. Hey, it's possible. 2,000 yards running backs. 2,000 yard running backs. It can happen.
Yeah. Donovan and Blake almost got it 2022.
It's probably not going to happen.
I think Donovan was like 15 yards or something from it. But we don't run like y'all used to, so it's probably not. Do you see it a 50-50 carries distribution with them?
Quite honestly, I would think so. For to get things started, I think Travion's going to need to tell the sideline when he needs a little bit of rest. And then I would like to see some depth. Honestly, me personally, I would want to see, Peoples get out there. I want to see Cisse and Sam get out there. I want to see some of these guys get out there because I don't know what we look like after Quinshon Judkins, to be honest with you. I know I've heard good things about Peoples during the offseason, but it's not going to mean anything until he gets in the game. This is his sophomore year, I believe. And so, we don't know what that's going to look like. But to start things off, absolutely. I think a 50-50 distribution sounds about right.
Got you.
So we'll see.
So your defense going to destroy the Akron.
It's Akron. It's Akron. Yeah. The defense is going to destroy Akron. I'm really excited to see this new linebacker core. Now, obviously, we got Cody Simon at the middle linebacker, who's seen the most snaps out of literally everybody in the linebacker room. And then Sonny Styles, new at linebacker. I'm really excited about this because he played last year. He played nickel, he played safety. But to me, he wasn't that good at covering even a slot receiver. That was troubling for him at times. So I'd much rather see him go against a tight end or a running back where they're not as fast. They're a little bit bigger, but that's something that Sonny Styles is going to be able to handle. And then the biggest question mark at linebacker is what CJ Hicks is going to look like when he rotates with one of those guys. Because from everything I'm hearing, he should be able to step up to the plate and maybe even get into the backfield at times. But I've never seen him in an actual game, so I don't know what it actually looks like. And he's not the one starting. So maybe things will look good.
They say Jim Knowles is going to try to rotate this year since he didn't last year.
Yeah.
You looking for – because if I'm being real, Ryan Day, Jim Knowles and Ryan Day, they didn't rotate. They don't really like to rotate. And Ryan Day –
that was a problem.
Like Kyle McCord, he left him in. Even CJ Stroud, he left them dudes in like late third quarter when y'all were up big to get reps, which I don't mind that for a quarterback. To me, that's pretty smart. But the guy behind him, you're going to have a problem. You got a slow problem right there for you. You're making for yourself. So
I agree with that too. I guess my issue there is Devin Brown also has a little bug where he likes to kind of get injured a little bit too. I do want to see him get reps, though. I want to see him get reps. If we really get up there, especially against a team like Akron, I'd like to see Sayin get some reps. Sounds like Ryan Day and some of those coaches like Sayin. I don't know if he's third exactly. I don't know where Keen Holtz holds up, but they've been talking.
Aaron Nolan.
Nah, well, he's there too. It's almost like it's 4A, 4B, but then they like Sayin. I've heard Sayin's name quite a bit during the offseason.
So y'all put the black quarterback at the back of the bus. He can't even find his way to the field.
That's crazy, first of all. Second of all, as an Ohio State fan, we definitely approve of any black quarterback trying to get some reps. That's our bread and butter. That's our bread and butter.
It's a new day. I'm just saying.
What is up with these puns? These puns are crazy. I don't like this at all. Stop it. Anyway.
Okay.
Anyway. Yeah, no, I would like to see some backups get reps at the very least. We know who our starter is, but get them boys some reps. I think Ryan Day is a firm believer in quarterbacks need reps. It's a rep position. And so he knows that. And I think hopefully he can get some of those backups some reps towards the end of an Akron game at the very least. And then we've got Western Michigan and Marshall. So there's plenty of reps to be had.
Play somebody.
Oregon.
That's what's that, week 5?
No, I think it's in October. Like our schedule this year is a lot easier.
Yeah, I know that.
Let me run down this quick schedule for you real quick.
See when y'all actually play somebody.
All right, so we got Akron, Western Michigan, Marshall, then we got Michigan State, then we got Iowa. Say what?
Michigan State is nothing because y'all always
Michigan State
just
is nothing.
destroy them. Like
Shout out to the Spartans who hate Michigan as well. Shout out to them. Then we got Iowa to start off October.
They're gonna test your offense.
They will for sure. Then they got Oregon right after that. So
week 6.
Yeah, that's gonna be tough. And then Nebraska and then Penn State after that. I thought we didn't have Penn State. Dude, I thought we didn't have Penn State. And y'all did, but I guess
we don't got Penn State.
Y'all don't got Penn State. Okay. All right. And then Purdue, Northwestern, Indiana, and then that team up north. It's a pretty easy schedule. I think we'll get through most of those teams. Oregon is the tough one, and I'm not worried about Penn State.
Whoa.
Oh, no.
What you just say?
Of course, y'all are going to give us trouble. Sure.
No, I'm not stopping you because of that. You said Oregon. Y'all don't call them that. They said
no.
Y'all got to call them
the team out west.
Well,
I'm not calling them that team out west. They didn't earn that yet.
They said you better say it. They said you better say
earn that.
Okay,
I don't care. They didn't earn it. I don't know nothing about them.
They said, don't. If
Get me an Oregon fan in this show right now so I can hear it from them directly. I don't want this he say, she say.
They said
an Oregon Duck fan.
They said if y'all don't call them that team out west, they're gonna hang 100 on y'all and they ain't playing.
Hang 100 on who?
Hang 100 on who? They said
wish.
Y'all better call. They said they want y'all scared of them.
They can want whatever they want. They can want whatever they want.
You better not.
You shouldn't want this. You should want us scared of you more than Oregon.
We're the champs. I mean,
for the record, we ain't scared of nobody. For the record, we ain't scared of nobody.
You lesser houses can squabble all you want.
We ain't scared of nobody. The Ohio State University over here. I don't know about no team out west. You know what I'm saying? Team out west. What?
Okay.
Because of a duck? A duck? Okay.
They said don't let that Donald Duck fool you. They coming for y'all.
A duck? No.
That's what they said.
No. Y'all got the last game. I'll give y'all that. Y'all got the last game. We got the national championship over y'all. So, like, until then, what are we even talking about?
They said keep playing. They said keep playing. Let them. If they see you fix your lips, or they gonna spring on you.
What about your game against Oregon? Why are we talking about us? Y'all got a game against them.
We're the champs. They don't want to speak on us.
Okay. All right. So they don't want a rivalry with the champs. They want to come see.
They don't want to rile up a sleeping dog.
I think they know who the real number one team in the Big Ten is this year.
We let everybody every year think that, and then we just,
let them deal with Connor Stallions in the NCAA. We'll go after the real team.
We let y'all have that. We let y'all think that y'all run the Big Ten, and then we smack everybody, and
King of the North. Hear that? Y'all got 3 good years. You like it? I love it.
3-year run.
3 good years. 3 solid years. 3 very solid years.
Probably the greatest 3-year run in Big Ten history. Yeah.
Okay. I'll let you have that too if you want it. Because then we're going to go on a 3-year run that's going to.
Oh.
You're right. That's crazy. Because it's going to be way longer than 3 years.
Oh, my God. Golly.
House divided. We divided here. That's what we do.
Yeah.
Anyway. Yep. No, I'm just excited to see a great game in Akron, or great game in Columbus against Akron. Shout out to Caleb Downs, who I didn't mention during my part of the review. I want to see what's going on with him as well, because that boy was looking monstrous in Alabama. It's only right that he brings some of that up to Columbus.
I didn't notice. I mean, after that first play when he got that, he almost had a pick. You almost had it, son. Nice try. After that, it was kind of all downhill. He was getting pushed over, pancaked. He was watching guys run in the end zone like, oh, I couldn't make it there. Yeah.
You know what
So
happened? He heard before the game, he heard some whispers about Saban wanting to retire. So he was like, man, I don't even know if the dog is in me for this one anymore. But then he made a call up to Ryan Day and was like, oh, no, I'm coming to Columbus this year. It's a wrap. Dog is back now. Big dog is back.
okay,
Big dog is back.
That sounds ridiculous, but
does it? Does it really?
Sounds ridiculous, but okay.
It ain't gonna sound ridiculous when he gets some pick sixes against Alex Orji.
He's gonna have to try to tackle him.
I don't know nothing about that. Sonny Styles is gonna tackle him.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, Alex Orji is gonna have to try to truck Sonny Styles or Jack Sawyer.
As long as y'all know, we will run Orgy 20 times a game.
Oh, well, Alex Orji is a tank. Sure, absolutely.
Just know.
But so is Jack Sawyer.
Jack Sawyer.
Jack Sawyer is a tank. Sonny Styles is a tank.
One more question about Ohio State.
Sure.
What are you expecting out of your DNs? Your highly touted.
That's a really good question.
Less productive DNs. Jack Sawyer, really JTT.
Okay. So I guess you want me to address the fact that for the most part, JT and Jack Sawyer have not performed to the level that they're supposed to, which is true. But let's just hope that with good coverage on the outside on any receiver with Denzel Burke and Caleb Downs and Igbinosun, that'll give them more time to get in the backfield. Now we're seeing more sacks. Now we're seeing more pressures. Let's just hope. Hope. Jack Sawyer looks like he's gotten even bigger. JT is due for another Penn State game, so let's hope. Let's just hope.
Y'all play Penn State, so we know he'll have one game where I'm here.
On top of that, I hope to also see some Caden Curry, some Kenyatta. Hopefully, we see some depth at the defensive end, and maybe some of those guys will get some good plays too. I don't know. I would love to see a Chase Young out there, but it just doesn't seem like we've gotten that so far out of JT. It doesn't seem like we've gotten that so far out of Jack Sawyer. Maybe one of them can bring that dog into them and really make some shake this season.
Them days over. Chase Young, what's the Bosa brothers? You remember back in the days? Yeah, them days over.
JT looked like he was going to be that guy, and he underwhelmed last year, but maybe he could make that happen this year. I'd be really happy. Tyleek at defensive tackle again too. Maybe.
I got some
and we've got an all-around good defense. So I think it'll look different than it did last year. I think we'll see some improvements. I don't know exactly where in the box, but we'll see some improvements for sure.
Got you. Yeah, y'all got a defense. Y'all got a good defense. It's just, I look for the finer points. So I'm looking for the sacks, strip sacks, turnovers to, if y'all were good at those, y'all would have had y'all defense might have been better than ours. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
no, it wasn't that far off. That was really the difference.
Yeah. I think when it comes to the numbers themselves, that's where JT and Jack Sawyer underwhelmed last year. I think realistically, they did have a presence at times that kind of shook things up. But then, yeah, like you said, the actual stats did nothing to prove that. So then it looked like they really, like I said, are underwhelmed. So hopefully we'll see a change in there. Hopefully they'll take that next step. Hopefully Jack Sawyer and JTT will be at least second round picks after the amazing season they have this year. That'd be lovely, wouldn't it? If that's what they're playing for, I'm assuming that's what they're playing for at this point. So then you got to put the stats on the board.
Yeah. I mean, you got the opportunity. So
Yeah, they do. So
I hate
we'll
they
see.
got it.
We'll see. Any other questions? Any other thoughts on your game, my game? What you thinking about?
Final thing on Michigan. Really, it's just you want to see these boys come out hungry and wanting to prove themselves. You don't want to see that rushed. You don't want to see, you know, incoherence out there, guys looking like they're confused and stuff like that. You just want to see them coming out like they're ready to go and ready to dominate and get ready to defend a championship. You know, offensive line want to see them look good, and when I'm also looking for some of the secondary guys that transferred in. I need this. I want to see how Wesley Walker and Jaden Mangum look in Michigan's system. Heading into Texas because we rotate those dudes, those safeties. So I'm gonna need to see how they look before Texas and Quinn Ewers. Hopefully, they look like they're on the same page.
Yeah, let's hope for them. I tried to order a cowboy hat so I can rep for Texas this week.
Oh God,
going into next week, but it didn't happen that way. So I don't have my
that's good.
I don't have my bolo tie. I don't have anything Texas with me right now. But shout out to Quinn Ewers. I know he fucks with the whole team up north notion. So he is still somewhat a Buckeye. He's not a Buckeye, but he got that in his heart a little bit.
And we're gonna treat him like a Buckeye. That's the problem. You talking like a Buckeye, we're gonna treat you like one, boy. You better stay down there with that nonsense. You come up here to Michigan with that stuff, we're gonna treat you like one. We're gonna treat you like a Buckeye.
All right. Sounds good. But really, I'm excited for the college football season. Like you mentioned, the first game set things up to where I think this is going to be a great season. Like you mentioned, Michigan's got a lot to prove. I feel like Ohio State also has a lot to prove. And both of us have Oregon coming into the Big Ten, so we got to show them what's up too. So I'm excited for the season. We both got good opening games that I feel like we'll both win, so it should be a good one.
Yes, sir. It's time for college football, so I'm just ready. It's been hard for Michigan fans. We get no intel, so I've been watching tons of Ohio State content just because I have to at this point. Like,
yeah,
I enjoy some of it, but it's like, bro, like,
can't be all Ohio State, I'm sure. That's crazy.
Content. This is ridiculous.
Well, now you got the football season, so it's coming.
Yeah, I'm ready for it. I'm ready for it. Just hope they're looking good,
For sure. I realized that I'm gonna have to get a Ohio State fitted because you got a nice little Detroit fitted, so I'm gonna make that happen.
Bro, we repping the city. We got champion. I
need a banner somewhere here. I need a Ohio State fitted. I thought I was doing something with the jersey, but no, apparently not. Okay.
No, I mean, some of us are, deep in this with the fandom. You don't have to be like that.
Damn, that's crazy. Well, it's even crazier. At least I live in my city. You know what I'm saying? At least I'm here with the Buckeyes. About to go to the game in a couple weeks. You feel me? Yeah, we here with it. Go live in Ann Arbor.
You got me on that one. You got me.
I know.
You got me.
I know. It's in my blood. It's in my blood, baby. Have fun talking with Marcus next week because I'm not going to be here. I'm going to be enjoying college football in New Orleans. So I'm sure you guys will have a lot to talk about going into Texas.
So where you going to New Orleans? You going to a game?
No, I'm just going to New Orleans to, kick it, drink.
Oh, okay. I thought you were going to a game or something.
But I will be there when the game is on. So, I gotta pop out and show niggas. You know what I'm saying? It's what we do. It's what Buckeyes do.
Oh boy.
I get it. Anyway, on that note, it's been real. House divided. We out.
Yes, sir.